Welcome back, and today I have something really exciting to talk about because these are my predictions for the new Bambu Lab H2D 3D printer. A few days ago I covered the new leaks that came out about the printer, and now I'm going to go over what I think it's going to be. So on the thumbnail I put the price tag. That's actually what I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be $2,000 to $3,000 because it's more of an industrial machine, not like a hobbyist 3D printer. What I say later in the video will kind of help you understand what got me to that point, but $2,000 to $3,000 is where I put my mark. For this 3D printer, the leaks do kind of show it, but I believe they're going to have a new enclosure for it. I think it's going to be a little bit more well built, and it's going to be able to trap in more heat. There is also a window on the side in the leaks, and people have been telling me a bunch of stuff, but I think it's going to be for just viewing angles. You want viewing angles on each side of your print. So I think that's really what it's there for. I don't think it's going to be some outside of the enclosure camera or something. You could put a camera outside of it, but that's not what it's going to be made for. AMS compatibility. I believe they'll make it backwards compatible with the P1P X1 Carbon AMS, but I think they're also going to make a new AMS that supports bigger filament spools, cardboard spools, mini spools, kind of like the Hydra mod, but built into the AMS unit. There have also been some jams in the AMS unit, so I bet they'll try to find a way to fix that. In the AMS also, I think they're going to put some sort of color sensor. Like a few days ago, I forgot to change the color of it, and I thought I was printing in black PLA, but it ended up printing in white PETG, and that messed it all up. But if I would have known I was printing in black instead of white or other way around, I would have understood. I also believe with the AMS, they're going to try to find a way to make it less wasteful. Like, instead of just one layer for switching, it'll go up a few layers before switching, which is one thing I thought they should already have, but, you know, a new printer, you can add it new. It also has multiple tool heads, which I think is going to be kind of like the Prusa XL, except instead of where it loads up in the back, it's just going to send one off to the side, and then bring the other out to the middle and start printing. I think this goes along with the less waste. Instead of 4 colors in one nozzle, it's 2 in one nozzle, 2 in the other. Less waste there. I also believe they're going to put a HEPA filter or an HEPA filter into the actual enclosure. That way you're not breathing in any harmful stuff from the more advanced filaments like carbon fiber reinforced and stuff like that. A lot of people were complaining about the spool placement on the Bambu Labs machines because you have to give it some space against the wall because it's on the back. So you have to like reach behind and then slide it forward, but it also couldn't be all the way against the wall, and it was already like 3 inches. So you ended up having it away from the wall, and people wanted to like slide it towards it. I think they're going to find a better place to put it. Maybe on the top, maybe on the side, maybe roller wheels off to the side. Maybe they'll add a new add-on like that you can buy. I also believe since it's an industrial machine that it'll be a 0.2mm nozzle instead of 0.4. This means more precise, more accurate, and higher quality prints. That's also what goes into the price tag. I believe that it's just going to be all around a higher quality printer for higher end makers. And one thing I thought the X1 Carbon had, but apparently it doesn't, is an internal fan inside the X1 Carbon. They have a cooling fan, an auxiliary part cooling fan, but they don't have a chamber fan, which I thought was kind of obvious, but I guess they could add it with this one too. I think that's a great addition. I believe the size will be a bit bigger, 350 by 350 by 350 instead of 250 by 250 by 250. Not a massive increase, but still gives you a lot more space to print more material. The A1 and A1 Mini introduced a few new features that the X1 Carbon, if it had, could be a better printer. Such things like the flow calibration or the wiper pad in the back, which we have seen mods to install into your P1 and X1 printers. I think they're going to have a dedicated spot for it, and instead of this janky little brush, they'll put a real wiper pad on it. And with the release of the new printer, they'll probably get you some price cuts on their older machines. I expect the P1 series to go down $50 to $100, the X1 series to maybe even go down like $100 to $150. A1 and A1 Mini will probably stay the same because they're already so cheap and so good. But for a printer that's for industrial places or industrial environments, I think all these features would be great add-ons to make it more suitable for that. Tell me what you think down below, and if you like these new video formats, and I'll see you later.